All, welcome to Uncommon Geeks. Myself, Vasant. I hope you all doing well. So today's topic is function currying. We have already seen different aspects of function already. The functions, the closure, the inner functions. Okay. There's another beautiful property of function which are generally asked in the interview is function currying. In fact, it has become very so common that almost every front-end developer into JavaScript they ask you one question of the property of function currying. They straight away don't tell it's a currying, but they give you some weird expression weird question, which if you're looking at for the first time, you'll not be able to identify how to do this. But it is actually very simple. If you know the concept of closure, currying is very straightforward. Okay, so let us start with the definition first, which is generally the difficult part to understand. So currying is a process in function programming in which we can transform a function with a multiple arguments into a sequence of nesting functions. It returns a new function that expects a next argument in line. Okay, I know this is too much to understand, but I'll explain that in depth. So the reason why I show the definition for most of the things is so that you read it, and in some interviews expect an actual definition, and you can mug it and answer in those interviews. Okay, I'll explain in simple words what is function currying. Let us create a function called add, which takes one argument, and it has another inner function which is anonymous, which takes another argument called y, and basically it returns a sum of x plus y. Okay, so with the property of closure, as you know, the value of x, which is which is actually passed to the outer function, can be accessed in inner function also. Okay, so the traditional way of adding the two numbers with this is, so we'll do 10. Then what you do is output of 20 log. Okay, so most of you would know what is the output for this. This is 30. Okay, so where you passed add and x became 10 here. Okay, and this entire block was returned, and you are invoking output of 20. So 20 is here, it is 20 now. So 20 plus 10, which is 30. So quite obvious. So this is how the function closure works, where the value declared outside the function can be accessed inside the function due to property of closure. So now the variation of this is, rather making it a two-step process. Say you are making it a two-step process, correct? To invoke the function in inner function, or basically to add two values, you are calling it twice, calling add 10 here, then output of 20 here. Can we make it at one step? Okay, it is possible with the property of closure. So what I'll do is, rather doing this way, I'll just put output here, and here I'll pass 20. Observe this expression carefully. So where first bracket I'm sending 10, and inside the second bracket I'm passing 20. So what is happening here is, so the same expression you can tell also is like a shorthand notation of what happened previously. So add 10 is getting triggered, and this function is returned. To that function you're passing 20 and you're getting the output. Let me execute it. So you're getting the same output, that is 30. So interviewer will not ask you what is function currying, etc. Generally, because it is not officially documented in the developer.mozilla.com or mozilla.org. It's kind of an evolved topic. So just like a shorthand notation over the closure and function, what they will do is they'll give you just this add 10 comma 20, and they'll ask you to write a function that gives a sum of both the numbers. Okay, so only if you know the closure property and how it works, you'll be able to answer this. Okay, now we'll go to another explanation of currying, which most commonly used. So actually, to solve mathematical equations, the function currying is very handy. So for example, const f is equals to x plus x. Okay, and const g is equals to uh, y star y. Okay, what we'll do now is f of g of 10, and we'll log it. Okay, one of the main purpose of using the closure is due to this, where we will be using the um, using it for the mathematical expression of this kind, f of g of x, g of f of x. You can hierarchy to any level. So what will happen in this case, okay, is we are calling g of 10, so y becomes 10, so 10 star 10 is 100, and then so this expression become 100. f of 100 plus 100 becomes 200. Okay, so if you have to do achieve this with the help of a normal closure or a function, this is again tedious job where you create a function, call that function, get the output, then pass that output to the second function. That can be easily solved with the help of this property of function currying. Okay, let me execute it and show the output for you, which is 200. You know why it is 200. 10 star 10 is 100, 100 plus 100 is 200. For those of you who are very new to the arrow function, I have a separate section that I'll be preparing in future. For the quick explanation, what is happening is x, and this is a function. Since we have only one expression and we don't have multi-line expression, so we are adding it and returning at the same time. Okay, so there's no return statement required. So whenever you call f and pass one argument, what will be returned is the sum of that. I mean, the what will be returned is that argument plus that argument again. So x plus x, in this case y star y. Okay, so basically we are getting the value of 200 here. So such mathematical equations and the closures, whenever there's a 2 to 3 function nested one inside another, so rather calling it in a multiple steps, you'll be with the help of a currying property, you'll be able to invoke it at once. So that's all about the function currying. Quite straightforward topic, but there are very interesting questions which are generally asked in the interview, which I'll ask in my next videos. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would have liked my video, please do like it on my YouTube channel. Please share it with your friends if you want them also to get benefited from these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to Uncommon Geeks. Please subscribe to my channel. And my Medium blogs about function carrying is linked in the description. Please go ahead and read it. I have written a lot of questions which are generally asked in the interview there also. And my GitHub project URL is also there. Download the project, practice all these questions. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in next video.